Hello again, chaps and chapettes, how are we all doing? It's lovely to speak to you again, as always. Imagine this, my friends. You're walking down the street, late evening, around 7-8 o'clock time, and you notice a white van parked at the side of the road, with its back doors wide open. You then hear a child screaming in sheer panic as you see a certain type, you know who I'm talking about here, individual emerge from behind an alleyway, dragging the child by force and trying to get her into the back of his van. Now, let me ask you, how would you react in this specific situation, in the heat of the moment, without thinking? I imagine most of you would personally intervene and try and save that poor child in distress, wouldn't you? How would you expect the public to react to you saving a child? They'd be cheering and throwing you in the air in celebration, I should imagine. How about the police? How do you think they would react to you doing a noble thing? Present you with a medal for bravery, maybe? A letter expressing their thanks for apprehending a potential kidnapper, or maybe worse? No, I highly doubt it. I think you know where this is going, and this story I'm about to bring you just tells you how out of tune the police actually are in this country. Commuters who took the law into their own hands when a tube passenger dropped his trousers in a packed London Underground carriage could face arrest. British Transport Police believed a naked man who has since been detained on, have a guess guys, you got it in one, the Mental Health Act, was assaulted on the District Line in East London. So, let me get this straight here guys. There was a man, an African gentleman, who pulled his trousers and his underwear down, stark bollock naked, in a packed train with children present. He gets thrown in a nice cushy padded cell somewhere in some mental institute, whilst the police are pursuing the people who actually removed this man from the train. How does that comprehend? I have absolutely no idea. Up to 4 men stepped in when he repeatedly refused to pull his pants up at 3:30 p.m. last Thursday. He was pinned to the floor and carried off the train before being arrested by an off-duty police officer. But detectives are probing whether the vigilante committed any criminal offences in confrontation after he refused to pull his pants up. British Transport Police has appealed for witnesses to the incident, but there have been no arrests over the brawl. The man had been assaulted by a number of other passengers and was initially arrested by an off-duty police officer before being detained under the Mental Health Act and taken to hospital. An investigation into the incident is ongoing. Now let's put this into perspective here guys, shall we? This perverted weirdo had his pants and underwear down in the middle of a busy train with kids in the vicinity with his twig and giggleberries hanging free. This would shock and outrage even the most placid of people. Unfortunately for him, some young lads took objection to his actions and gave him a good hiding. Well, I say a good hiding, that's a bit of an overreaction on my part. I've seen the video, it was just a couple of backhanders. Justifiable backhanders, I might add. And who did the police want to investigate? The young lads who didn't want the kids to see a man's cock and bollocks. Is it any wonder people are putting the law into their own hands now? With hardened, dangerous criminals getting shorter and shorter sentences? I've said it quite a few times now on my channel. You should fully expect more vigilante groups to become much more popular down the line. Do the police want to know how to put an end to this? Well, it's actually quite simple. Dish out punishments, that befit the crime. Increase the public trust that has been decimated for years now. If I had a problem that needed dealing with and I felt I couldn't sort it out myself, I'd happily pay someone to sort it out for me rather than go to the police. That's just the times we are living in now. Employ a Gustavo Fring type character instead of phoning 999. That's my video, my friends. Carpe diem as always. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I shall see you in a bit. Cheers, guys.